Welcome back everyone, Maverick here. We've made it. We've done it. We are about to face off against the wizarding pig, Whiz Pig. Now it wasn't easy to get here. We had to beat all 4 worlds. That means Dino Domain, Snowflake Mountain, Sherbet Island, and Dragon Forest. Only to find out that we actually couldn't play Whiz Pig yet. No, we had to beat all the bosses again. We had to take down Tricky the Triceratops, Bluey the Walrus, Bubbler the Octopus, and Smokey the Dragon. Then we had to do their Silver Coin Challenge. Get all 8 coins, and still get first. Then we had to do the trophy race, take down that tournament, become the champion of Timber Island, to earn the right to face off against Whiz Pig. Because you know Drumstick, who's a little bit of a piece of shit character, there he is right there, took action in his own hands, got his ass handed to him by Whiz Pig, and then ever since, you know, they said, hey, if anyone wants to go face off against this pig, you gotta earn it. So that's exactly what we did, and now we're gonna face off against that giant, menacing pig. You know what, let's just jump right in. There he is. He's a foot racer. Okay, so here's Tip Top. He's taking us this far. We're sure as hell not going to change characters now. Take us home, Tip Top. And we'll jump right into adventure. We should be right there facing that wide open, gaping pig face. Okay, so there it is. Wide open gullet. Pig face on the side of the mountain. Fully colorized, fully fleshed out. We're going to fly into his mouth, directly into the belly of the beast. Quite literally, I guess. There he is. There's Whiz Pig. Lightning in the background. Dark clouds. He says, you can't beat me. Now that kind of confidence is born of a racer who's very good with a good record. Is it confidence or arrogance? We'll find out, I guess. So he's a foot racer. On foot. And we are in a car. So in absolute terms, he's definitely the faster racer of the two of us. And even in relative terms, he's just faster than us still. I mean, look at him. He's already way up there. A little bit of a bullshit race in that regard. But we'll use these zippers to give ourselves a chance. And you really do have to hit the zippers pretty well. Like, I got a purple one there. That's the margin of error you're afforded, really. And it didn't really play in right there because I was on a zipper. But he can't flatten you like Tricky the Triceratops can. But what he can do is bump into you and bring you to a complete stop. I got lucky because I was by a zipper. Now, that makes him about as difficult as Tricky the Triceratops. He's not as hard as Bluey the Walrus because you are afforded some margin of error. Versus Bluey where you're afforded none. Okay, here we go. He's probably just about as hard as Bubbler the Octopus. And he's way, way harder than Smokey the Dragon, who is the easiest boss on the game by far. Alright, so it's a bit of a mind game in this race because you're never in first place for the first half of the lap. You only really get in first towards the end. Okay, like right here. So this is crunch time. We can't screw this up. He's on our tail. We cannot screw this up. Do not get in the grass. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! He's right on our tail, and we played a pretty darn good run. The margin of error is very slim. Now he's pouting a little bit, throwing a temper tantrum because he lost. Look, he does this turn, I think. A stomp turn. That is like classic toddler behavior. I love it. Anyways, once you beat him, the storm clouds clear. Taj comes triumphantly riding in on his magic carpet with a golden trail behind him. Balance is a little questionable there, Taj. TT shows up. It's gonna be a shit party with TT throwing it. Okay, Diddy rolling in on his airplane. They got Party Banner, Conquer, Pipsy, Crunch hanging out. We got Taj and Timber over there by the board. Tip Tup's by himself celebrating. And here comes Diddy. There's Bumper. Drumstick is noticeably absent because everyone's like, dude, what the hell did you do? Now, hiding behind the lighthouse, though, is Whiz Pig. He ain't done. He's about to do a little surprise party action on us. Chasing after everyone. Storm clouds come in again.
Sorry to break the party, worms, but I had to say goodbye.
Sorry to break the party, worms. Who is this pig? I like his spaceship though. It's like in the shape of a pig face, kind of. And he can fire whatever kind of energy attack that is. And he leaves. He just leaves. Wow, menacing space pig. I mean, he keeps calling us worms. I guess that's probably because we're way smaller than he is. He's gigantic. So, makes sense that he would refer to us as worms. But interestingly, and I've alluded to this in prior videos, Whiz Pig doesn't ever show up again in a Rare game or a Nintendo game. There's a lot of people who want him to show up on Super Smash Brothers as a playable character, or at least as somebody you can call in. But that still hasn't happened to date at the time of this video. My theory, my headcanon, is that Whiz Pig was not well received by the younger generation who played this game. Like, I think what happened is Whiz Pig scared kids. And it's just, that's not a villain Nintendo's interested in having come back. They're not in the business of scaring children. Whiz Pig is scary. He's a big pig. He's a bit ruthless. He's got a menacing laugh. He's a true villain. There are no redeeming qualities about him. There's nothing goofy about him either. You know, he's just a mean pig. For that reason, I don't think he was invited back. It would be interesting to see if he made it back. There was a planned sequel. I think it was called Donkey Kong Racing rather than Diddy Kong Racing. It would be interesting to see if they would have brought him back as a villain in that. Unfortunately, that game never happened. And really, I don't know why. Diddy Kong Racing is a bit of a classic nowadays. You know, we're more than 20-something years later now. You think they would either remake this masterpiece or give it a sequel of some kind. A reboot. But it hasn't happened. For whatever reason, it hasn't happened. That's okay. Maybe one day. Now, until that day, we do have Diddy Kong Racing, which is packed full of content, because this isn't the end of the game. No, we take the fight to Whiz Pig after this. So there's a whole other world, a whole other silver coin challenge. We still got the TT challenges to do, which I guess we'll probably do next. See the end? Question mark. Turn off the zippers. Zap the zippers. Is that like some kind of cheat code you can put in somewhere? I've never heard of that. And you're back to the first. So you've beaten Whiz Pig the first time, but there's a second time. Now, before we jump in and face off against Whiz Pig again, what we'll do is we'll go around and we'll do all the TT challenges. We'll get the TT amulet, and then we'll be prepared to go on and face off against Whiz Pig again in his world called Future Funland. It's a really challenging world, a really fun world. Great way to end the game. But for now, we've beaten Whiz Pig on Timber Island. We've reclaimed the island for Timber. Things are going well, and we'll leave it on that note, on a good note. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take it easy.